dogs whose demeanor resembles the behavior of their owners, dolphins capable of kidnapping and taking pleasure in doing evil deeds, and even sheep that seem to be possessed by panic and manifested in a very unusual way. These are the 5 creepiest animal behaviors. Number 5. An unusual pet. There are all kinds of videos on the internet, and this probably isn't the first time you hear about pets whose behavior is more similar to that of a human than that of an animal. However, there's a video that has been making the rounds of social networks in recent years which continues to show us that nature is full of mysteries and enigmas that are difficult to solve. In the recording, we can see a dog in the middle of the night. It's an animal that perfectly fits the place, but then a few seconds later, we discover something amazing. The dog lifts its paws as if it was standing up and quickly tries to be upright with the same posture of a human. It stays like that for a few seconds, motionless, struggling to maintain its position, but it doesn't succeed. Its body isn't used to act in this way and it gives in miserably, dropping to the ground. This isn't the first time that dogs have behaved this way. Over the years, pets seem to be trying to imitate their owners. The more they share with them, the more they strive to copy their behaviors, and who knows, maybe one day they'll surprise us and succeed for good. Number 4. Very peculiar chimpanzees. When it comes to the animal kingdom, disorders and psychopathies aren't usually present. Animals are pure instinct and don't have any reasoning. However, chimpanzees are a different and peculiar case. Jane Goodall research revealed strange behavior in these animals, and since then, science has taken action. Without any doubt, the findings have been astonishing and disturbing in equal parts. Observations and analysis have shown that some chimpanzees can develop an antisocial disorder that doesn't respond to any instinct or evolutionary reason. Apparently, these animals are capable of cannibalizing their offspring within a few weeks of birth, even if they don't have any malformations or any other reason to arouse such behavior. Some initial reports theorize that this strange behavior naturally appears in some chimpanzees, without anything strange occurring in the formation of their brains. It could be a spontaneous reaction or a behavior that develops as the animal grows. This is why it could bear great similarities to psychopathies in humans. For the time being, the finding is still under study and observation. Number 3. The wickedness of dolphins. The image we all have of dolphins is safe. The statement may surprise you, but it's real. It's been proven that, far from being the adorable and intelligent creatures that many of us believe them to be, their behavior is monstrous, disturbing, and sadistic. The best example of this can be found in their attacks on porpoises, their favorite victims. These marine animals are besieged by dolphins throughout the year. They usually catch the weakest members of the herd and suffocate them in the depths of the sea. There are other times in which they mutilate them and, in most cases, viciously torture them before taking their lives. But this isn't all. Often, dolphins kidnap the smallest porpoise calves and mistreat them for hours before leaving them half dead in the middle of the ocean. They also violently expel these animals from their territory, but it's never out of a need for food or for any particular reason. They just do it for the simple pleasure of mischief. Science has been interested in understanding what triggers the dolphin's sadistic pleasure in acting in this way, but studies don't seem to reveal any clear answers. It would seem that these seemingly harmless and lovable creatures enjoy violence and mischief for no other reason than the pleasure of being a bunch of bullies. Number 2. Cows that devour birds. The next behavior on the list is almost impossible for you to have ever seen. It's suffered by cows under very particular conditions, and you'll find it hard to believe. Videos around the world, especially in India, have led us to discover something amazing. When cows can't find nutrients and minerals such as iron, calcium, or phosphorus in the pasture, they take action and feed on the birds around them. Farmers have witnessed these amazing acts. Cows approach chickens or hens and crush them with the full force of their skulls, or directly insert part of their bodies into their mouths and crush them with their jaws. After doing so, they chew the meat with their powerful teeth and swallow the animal's blood and flesh. This goes against everything we believed about these traditional herbivores, that they aren't the only ones. The animal kingdom is a real mystery, and this same behavior has manifested itself in deer and even sheep that devour birds to find the nutrients they so desperately need. Everything seems to indicate that humans must be very careful and keep herbivorous animals well fed and supplied, because when they need nutrients, they can become truly cruel predators. Number 1. Sheep circles. We're about to witness one of the most unusual and intriguing behaviors in the modern animal kingdom. It mainly manifests itself in flocks of sheep, although it starts with a single sheep. First, the animal turns in circles slowly, as if it were playing, but quickly the rest imitate it. After a few hours, the whole flock is immersed in an unstoppable spiral that spins and spins without any explanation. Sheep circles are one of the great mysteries of nature, and science is still trying to find an explanation for them. Initially, it seems that this behavior is intended to create a kind of protection and begins when the flock senses danger or the presence of a predator. This explains why they'll tend to place a young in the center of the circle, and also why they keep the spiral in constant motion. However, sheep aren't the only ones. This behavior seems to be present in numerous species of the animal kingdom. It has been recorded in horses, ants, fish, ostriches, and even domestic pets. Most animals seem to be prone to dive into this strange phenomena, and some theories suggest that the root of this behavior would be in listeria. This is a powerful bacterium that's ingested through different foods and can swell up various parts of the brain in some animals and even in humans. In the case of animals, this would alter the correct functioning of the brain and would push the animals to have strange behaviors. Of course, there are many explanations that try to decipher what lies behind this unusual behavior. And although we can understand what's behind it, it's impossible not to feel a deep fascination when we see dozens of animals spinning in perfect synchrony for no apparent reason. Discoveries and stories like these make us realize that animals aren't so different from humans. In fact, it seems that time is pushing different creatures to try to emulate us, and only time will tell what may happen if they ever succeed. In the meantime, join us to discover more mysteries and enigmas of nature and the animal kingdom. Take a look at a new video and let the unexplainable surprise you.